ISUPK.
West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we came to let blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians know that they are the true Israelites of the Bible. The true Jew is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And you are the chosen people of the Most High. And everything that we say on this microphone, we're going to prove out of the Bible. So if you can start me off, brother, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. Because our people are the downtrodden, stepped on, walked over people on this earth, especially in the society of America. But these days are coming to an end. The reign of our oppressor is coming to an end. America is about to burn for the atrocities and the sins that they have committed against the Most High and against His chosen people. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. This is Moses talking to the children of Israel after he led them out of captivity in Egypt, out of slavery in Egypt. There's a common theme when it comes to this Bible and the children of Israel, and it's slavery. The same way the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been enslaved in this society. And it's not a coincidence. This is the Holy Bible. And it says what?
For thou art an holy people.
It says we are a holy people. And what does holy mean? Holy means separate. So America can preach all this togetherness that they want to preach. But we all know that that's a lie, man. There is no togetherness in America. It's only for their people to be on top and our people to be on the bottom as their servants and their slaves, man. But the Lord said that we are separate people. So we are not to be joined with these other nations. Leave these other nations alone, man. Read on.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Has done what?
Has chosen thee.
Has chosen, man. The Lord has made a choice on who His people are, man. And it's the Israelites. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Lord has chosen us. Read on.
To be a special people.
What kind of people?
A special people.
A special people, man. If something is special, that means it's not like everything else, man. If you got a special pair of shoes or a special outfit, or you got a special destination that you like to travel to, you don't hold it in the same regard as everything else. Read.
Unto himself, above all people,
not equal to.
Above all people,
not everybody the same.
Above all people,
now God love everybody.
Above all people,
the Lord said the Israelites are His special people, and He chose us to Himself to be what?
Above all people.
Above all people, man. Not equal to everybody, and definitely not on the bottom like we are right now. Read on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That are upon the face of the earth, man. That includes every race, nationality, creed, whatever you want to call it, man. The Lord said the Israelites are His chosen people above everybody on the face of the earth. Now that's good news that I came to bring to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans walking on the streets of downtown Charlotte, man. Like we turn on the news and we see our brothers and sisters getting shot down, man. We see that Asian guy shot that 14-year-old brother in the back in South Carolina for supposedly stealing 4 bottles of water, man. Now he didn't even steal. But even if he stole, what is 4 bottles of water to be shot in your back, man, when you're 14 years old? That's the kind of nonsense that we gotta deal with in this society. But we came to give black people some good news out here today, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And not the good news that you're gonna get in the Christian church. We're gonna tell you what heaven really is, man. And what hell really is. Because they're not some place that you go after you die, man. Heaven and hell are conditions on the planet. And right now, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are living in hell, man. It's hell living in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations. It's hell when you gotta deal with AIDS and diabetes and high blood pressure, all of these different diseases that we number 1 in. But if we're in hell, then who's in heaven? Guess who's in heaven, man? Our oppressor.
Right.
The people who kingdom we helped to build, man.
Right.
But guess what? It's gonna be a changing of the guard. When Christ comes back, he gonna set things back, man. I just read to you that we the chosen people of the Lord. So when Christ comes back, he gonna put things in his proper order.
That's right.
And that proper order is for us to be above all people upon the face of the earth. So these trials and tribulations and hardships and oppression that we've been dealing with is coming to an end, man.
That's right.
And our enemies are going to find out what it's like to be in hell when we're in heaven.
Right.
If you could, brother, drop that and let me get Revelation 13 and 10. Because this is the same Holy Bible that you got in your house, that you have in your church collecting dust. Because your Christian pastor.
Right.
So who led who into captivity in America, man? What race of people led another race of people into captivity?
Right.
We know who our oppressor is. We know who clipped us up and who got placed in the guts of those cargo slave ships and brought over here to serve 400 or 500 years of slavery. And it says what? Read it again.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. We're reading out of the Bible. This is the Bible, the same Bible that you use to say that God loves everybody, right? But that's not what I'm reading right here, man. I'm reading that in the kingdom of heaven, somebody's going into slavery, man.
Right.
Read on.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And who been killing all of the people on the planet, man? You ever heard of the American Revolutionary War? The Civil War? The World War I? World War II? The Korean War? The Vietnam War? The Gulf War? Who does all of the killing with the sword, man? Who been murdering blacks and Hispanics with impunity for 500 years in this place, man? He that killeth with the sword is what?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed.
Nah, say that word slow. He that killeth with the sword, what?
Must.
No, might be.
Must.
Possibly.
Must.
Must be what?
Be killed with the sword.
That's right, he must be killed with the sword, man. And you know what that's called? That's called justice, man.
That's right.
That's something that we don't get in America, man. We don't know what justice is in this place. We get gunned down in the streets and we gotta watch our oppressors not even get arrested. You ever heard of Jordan Neely? The brother in New York who got choked to death by the oppressor? What is his name? Daniel Penny? And they had to protest for weeks just to get him arrested? Now, when can a black, Hispanic, or Native American choke out an oppressor on camera and not get arrested immediately, man? Now they're not even sure if, he might get brought up on charges. He might get acquitted when it goes to the grand jury. It might not even go to trial. Who knows, man? But we don't expect any justice in this place. But you know who does get justice? America gets justice, man.
Right.
When Osama bin Laden bombed the trades, what did he bomb? The trade centers? Didn't the United States send its military to go bomb Saudi Arabia?
Right.
To go bomb Iraq? Don't they get justice, man? Didn't you hear Joe Biden say that we're going to hunt you down and not forgive you for what you do to America? America understands justice, man. You know who don't understand justice? It's the oppressed, man. It's the slave, man. Because we are taught we gotta love everybody, man.
Right.
Including our oppressors who have been beating our backs and having this foot on our necks for centuries, man. Drop that and let me get Isaiah 14:1. We're gonna show you everything in this Bible, man. Because like I said, when Christ come back, he gonna set all this straight. Because Christ is a black man.
Right.
And he loved black people.
That's right.
And that's who he's coming back to save. He ain't coming back for everybody. He didn't die for everybody. He only died for his people. He only is coming to save his people.
That's right.
And guess what? His people are the only people that need to be saved.
Right.
What do these other nations have to be saved from? You gonna save a man from his $1 million yacht? You gonna save him from his luxury apartment in downtown Charlotte? You gonna save a man from America who he fought to get this country and steal it from our brothers, the Native Americans, from sea to shining sea? Nah, the earth needs to be cleansed of this oppressor, man, this devil.
That's right.
They don't need to be saved, man. We need to be saved. Read.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
That's right, man. See, the Lord will have mercy, man. Mercy is a concept that our oppressor knows nothing about. That's why we need the Lord to have mercy, man. The Lord is going to have mercy on Jacob. And who is Jacob? Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. You see this sign right here? If you are on this sign, then you are from the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel, man. You're not a Negro or African American. You're from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
You're not a Puerto Rican. You're an Ephraimite from the tribe of Ephraim.
Right.
You're not a West Indian, which is a so-called Jamaican or Trinidadian. You're from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
And so on and so forth, man. If you find yourself on this sign, come over to the table, get a flyer, and come get into these classes, man, and learn your true identity. Because if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going, man. You don't know what the Lord has for you, man. If you're sitting around calling yourself an African American, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you have no knowledge, man. Because Africa is a continent, and America is a continent. Both of them are named after two white men.
Right.
So how can a black man be named after two white men?
Right.
That's the kind of idiocy that we learn and are taught in this place. There's no such thing as an African American, man. You are a Judite. Christ was from the tribe of Judah, man. So are you. But the Lord is going to have what?
Will have mercy on Jacob.
That's right, because Jacob needs mercy, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we need mercy, man. How long we been being oppressed in this place? Do we have a so-called African American hate crime bill? Nah, man, we got civil rights bills. But anybody can take advantage of civil rights bills. That's not a bill specifically for the plight of so-called blacks in America. You have an Asian hate bill when they ain't going through none of the atrocities that we have been going through in this place, man.
Right.
Matter of fact, they oppress us just like the Caucasian, man. And they don't even get punished for it, man.
Right.
Remember the Tasha Harlins, the 15-year-old girl who got killed, the shot in the back of her head? by a Chinese woman in her convenience store who got convicted but didn't do a day in jail? That's the kind of stuff that we got to deal with. So we need mercy, man. And the Lord is going to have mercy. Read.
And will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose Israel, man. I just read to you in Deuteronomy that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are his chosen people, his special people. And here in Isaiah it says he will yet. That means he's still going to choose Israel, man. After it's all said and done, we still remain his chosen people. Through all the oppression, through all the poverty, through all of the rapes, robberies, and lynchings, the Lord's still going to choose us, man. Throughout all of the gangbanging, throughout all of the violence, throughout 350,000 abortions that we commit on our children, he's still going to choose Israel, man. And what are he going to do?
Will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
That's right. We're going to be set in our own land, man. Because despite what you think, America is not our home.
That's right.
America is not the home of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. This is not our rest. We have a land, man. And don't let anybody fool you that that land is Africa, man. Our homeland is Israel, man. We are the Israelites. And the Lord is going to set us back in our land, man. Read.
And the stranger shall be joined with them.
But we're not going back alone, man. We're not going back alone. We're going to have strangers join with us. Other nations are going to be there with us, man. And it's only right. Because America didn't just bring themselves here when they came here. They had us, other people join with them, right? Read on.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
That's right. They're going to cleave. They're going to join themselves. They're going to grasp a hold of Jacob, man. These 12 tribes of Israel, these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, these Native Indians, they're going to cleave to us, man. Read on. Yeah, they're going to cleave to us. Why they going to want to cleave to us? Read.
Verse 2, and the people shall take them.
And we're going to take them. We're not going to turn them away. We're going to take them. Read on.
And bring them to their place.
That's right. We're going to bring them to their place, man. And you know what that place is? That place is under us, man.
Right.
You ever heard of being put in your place? Well, nobody need to be put in their place more than this oppressor, man. This wicked devil needs to be put in his place, man. He's been on his high horse for too long, man. He's been ruling the earth for too long. And you got animals going extinct. You got rainforests being destroyed. You got natural resources being obliterated, man. You got war breaking out everywhere because we under this devil, man. But this devil is going to be put in his place, man.
Right.
Read on.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
And the house of Israel shall what?
Possess.
Say that word again real slow.
Possess them.
Possess them, man. You know what it means to possess something, right? I'm sure all of you have possessions. And if you possess something, what does that mean? What does it mean to possess something? If you possess something, you own it, man. And we gonna own our oppressors, man. We gonna own these other nations, man, when Christ come back and set us in our own land, man. This is the Bible. Don't y'all love the Bible? Or you just love looking at the Bible? You don't like hearing what's in the Bible, right? But we're gonna read it to you anyway. Read them.
For servants and handmaids.
For what?
For servants and handmaids.
Nah, just for pals and partners.
For servants and handmaids.
Nah, just so we can be hand in hand as friends.
For servants and handmaids.
That's right, for servants and handmaids, man. We call that slavery, man. We gonna now be the slave masters, man. And that's a glorious thing for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's some good news that's being brought to you on the corner of Trade and Tryon. this lovely Saturday afternoon, man. Now you're going to realize that we don't have to share some kingdom in heaven with our slave master getting the same reward as the slave, man. No, that's no justice, man. That's not a just God, man. A just God wouldn't have you serve slavery with under an oppressor, getting your back beat, getting your children raped, robbed, and lynched, and then now you have to die and share in the same heaven as him. That's not justice, man, and I don't want to go to a heaven like that. But I do want to go to a heaven like this. For what?
For servants and handmaids.
That's right, man. You're going to have to build our kingdom the same way that we had to build your kingdom, man. And you're looking at free black men up here, man.
Right.
We're not like your disgusting Christian pastors, man. This ain't no Christian church up here, man. We're free black men. We're not afraid to come out here on the streets of Charlotte with a microphone and a speaker and tell the oppressor that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that he's going into slavery, man.
Right.
This is what the Bible says, man. We stand for the Most High here, and we stand for his word. And these are his words that I'm reading, man. These are not my own words. None of us wrote this down, man. This is the Lord saying that we will possess our oppressors in our own land for servants and handmaids, man. So, get your back strong, keep working out, because picking cotton is not easy, man.
Right.
But guess what? Our ancestors had to do it, so you're gonna have to do it, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Whose captives they were. And
Read it back from the service of handmaid.
for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
Now you hear that? They shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Who else could this be talking about if it's not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and our oppressors, man? We shall take them captives, whose captives we were. That means the people who were the slaves are now going to take their former slave masters into slavery, man.
We want no Calvinism.